Hey, what is going on guys, Gravyonfire here and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to upgrade to the fire bow in Black Ops 3 Eisendrache. Now before I jump into this, I'd like to say a quick shout out to my mate MTK Deluxe for helping me out with a couple of these steps. So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to obtain the Wrath of Ancients bow. Once you've got this, you want to make your way up to the clock tower. You want to walk up these stairs here, and on this wall here behind the clock you'll see a red symbol. You just want to shoot that. This will cause a wall to break and an arrow will float out. You want to pick that up and that will start your quest for the fire bow. So for this next step, if you've never done it before, it can be kind of tricky and time consuming. What you want to do is you want to make your way down to the rocket pad, and after about 5 minutes or so the rocket will do a test fire. What you want to do is you want to go inside these doors while it's test firing, because if you're outside you'll die obviously. And when these doors open, there'll be a rock that's lit up on fire. You need to run out and you need to shoot it exactly where I shoot it. You do have a time limit for this, so if you don't shoot it in time it will not work, and you have to wait like another 10 minutes for the rocket to take off. So by all means line up your shot perfectly. Don't take too long to do this step. There's not much more I can say for this, so good luck with this step. So once you hit the rock, if you hit it correctly, you'll see that there's this big ball of like magma fire stuff that flies up into the air and actually sits above the death ray. If you see that, then you've done that step correct. If you haven't seen that, then you didn't do it right, and you're probably going to have to wait another 10 minutes for another rocket fire test to take place. Alright, so for this next step, it can be fairly tricky as well. What you want to do is you want to hit these 3 ritual circles in midair while jumping from Wonder Spheres. So the first one's just here down the rocket pad. You want to jump up here, and in midair you'll see this red circle right there. What you need to do is you need to shoot that while you're in midair. Now it's very hard to hit this one. This one is actually the hardest to do. So I recommend that you try save up as much points as you can, because you're going to be using a ton of points. I mean, I missed this shot maybe 7 times before I got it in this gameplay. Okay, so the second ritual circle is just out the front of the clock tower. So you want to use this Wonder Sphere here. And when you jump up, you want to shoot it just before you hit the ground. It's pretty much the only way to hit it. Now, I reckon this one's probably the easiest one to actually do. I missed it maybe once or twice and then I hit it. So this one isn't too challenging. So the third and final ritual circle is up at the death ray. What you want to do is you want to use this Wonder Sphere here, jump, fire an arrow, and pray to God that you hit this ritual circle. Once you've managed to hit all 3 of these ritual circles, what you want to do is you want to fill them up with zombie souls. Now what you need to do for this is you actually have to stand in the circles. So zombies don't, just you. So once you're in this circle, just kill zombies around you. It'll fill up with souls, and then you'll see this big beam of red light go up, and actually it looks like it's filling up the big ball of magma with more energy and stuff like that. So once you've seen that, you'll know that that one is complete and you can move on to the next one. So once you've filled up all 3 of these ritual circles, what you want to do is you want to make your way back to the clock tower, and you go up to the wall and you see the exposed gear. You want to hold square to interact with that. It will spin around and it will give you an Apophicon symbol. Now there are 3 fireplaces around the map. Each fireplace has a different Apophicon symbol in it. You need to find the fireplace that has the same symbol that you see up on the back of the clock. So real quickly, I'll show the 3 locations of the fireplaces. There's one in the church, there's another one in Samantha's room, and then there is another one in this really small room just on the corner here. It's kind of just across from Samantha's room. Now once you've found the fireplace that has a corresponding symbol that was shown up in the clock tower, what you need to do is you need to find a ritual circle that is still lit up. Now there'll only be one ritual circle that is still lit up. You need to use this one to fire some arrows which moves molten rocks to your location. It is kind of hard to describe, but if you see what I'm doing here on camera, it should be pretty straightforward. Now I thought you had to kill a zombie in the ritual circle. Turns out that you don't actually have to do that. You can just stand in the circle, fire an arrow, and then wherever that arrow lands you'll see a molten rock appear. You need to run to this molten rock and you'll see an orange glow at the bottom of your screen. If you're standing close enough to the rock that you see the orange glow on the bottom of your screen and you fire another arrow, you'll see that the molten rock moves. The one that you're standing near actually crumbles and it will move to wherever that next arrow lands. So what you want to do for this is you want to make your way up to the fireplace that had your Apophicon symbol in it. Now I believe you only get 3 shots to make your way to the fireplace, and then the 4th shot is to actually shoot the fireplace and light it on fire. So before you rush into this step, try and figure out what's the best way to go about doing this. So once you've made your way up to the fireplace, all you want to do is you want to shoot it. You'll see that it lights on fire. It'll also give you a max ammo. You want to go over to the fireplace, hold square, and you'll see some arrows appear in the fire. This means that you've completed this step. So all you want to do now is you want to make your way up to the death ray, and you'll see that ball of magma has actually lowered really close to the ground, and you see like sun rays and all that cool stuff on the ground. It actually looks really awesome. But what you want to do is you want to hold square on the ball of magma, and then it'll fly up into the air and get covered by rocks and whatnot. I don't really know what it's being covered by, but it gets covered by some awesome stuff. And then it explodes and the arrow drops down. You want to pick up this arrow and then head down to the pyramid room to fill it up with souls. Now this bit's pretty straightforward. It's just like every other bow. You want to place it in its allocated box. This one's pretty easy to find. It's got molten rocks next to it, and it's got like this little red kind of circle symbol. So once you place your arrow in there, just keep killing zombies and filling it up with souls. You'll either hear a noise or notice that it's not accepting any more souls. That means it is done. You want to go up to it, hold square to put your old bow in there. You'll see a beam of light fly up into the air, and then you'll be presented with the fire bow. You want to take this, and then you've earned yourself the fire bow. Now, a lot of people actually really like this bow. Me, however, I'm not really a fan of it. I don't really like it too much. For really only one reason is, when you fire an arrow, it traps zombies in a molten rock, and if you're training like I usually do, and you need to get out of a sticky situation, it's not going to do you any good. It's just going to trap you even more, because you can't actually run through these or past these. You actually have to go around them, which is a big problem. It does kill a fair few zombies and all that, and it looks really awesome, but it's not my favourite bow. Now I'll quickly show you some footage here, me running around playing, fire a couple of arrows, and see, it traps them in this molten rock. It looks awesome as hell, but it can be a hazard. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. This is now the 4th and final bow upgrade I've done, so if you're wanting to know how to do the rest, have a look at my channel. You'll see the other ones. Let me know what you think of these videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.